Hey guys, welcome back to a 1.17 build video. Today we're going to be looking at some of the new block palettes and block combinations that we get from this update through the form of these nifty little scenes that I made here. So let's get right into it. Alright, for the first scene here, you're going to have to use your imagination just a little bit. Pretend we're deep underground in the caves that'll generate in the latter half of this update. And picture this combination of blocks and colors here. You got your different combination of deep slate, like the walls, the cobbled ones. You got your the copper ore, the deep slate ore. I think goes super well with just the rest of this, and it has some intrigue to it. And then I'm using dark oak planks on the floor because they fit in very nicely with the deep slate tiles here. And then we got the new candles over here. But the idea here is you're down in this drippy cave. Maybe this is where the warden hangs out. I'm not sure. I don't really know the lore behind that guy. Well, I guess we'll see in the latter half of the update. But this is just kind of a nice combination here, I think. Second scene. For this one, we're using the Amethyst Geodes and the new flowering azaleas, and we're combining some of the old blocks like terracotta with the new colors here. I don't really know what the scene's supposed to be. I just really liked the feeling of like one of those overgrown geodes that's sort of been run down over time. I think it adds a lot of intrigue to this environment. Like imagine whoopsies, imagine stumbling across this in survival. All right. This one I'm calling the this is just what the new moss caves are going to end up looking like, I'm pretty sure. But we have a really nice combination of sort of the stone in the background. We obviously got the new glowberries. There's one of the axolotls right there. The new flowering azaleas, sort of the moss. These particle emitting machines right here, the spore blossoms. I think this just sets a really nice scene. It feels really overgrown. It feels very lush. That's why they're going to be called Lush Caves. And I think this is just sort of, this would be very fun to come across as you're exploring in the caves that will eventually be below, but are not yet. Also, these drip leaves are great too. Man, I'll say this, it is not easy to ramble on about blocks. I'm not really adding a lot of information here, but I'm still going to try to explain my choices in the next couple of scenes. No, don't. Okay. Alright, welcome to the bedroom. I built a little room here. We're using some of the old blocks, the quartz pillars, sort of as the wallpaper on the floor and the ceiling. And then we have some of these flowering azaleas hanging from the top with end rods. And really, the point of this entire scene was to make use of my favorite part of this update, which is probably the fact that you can put the flowering azaleas in the little flower pots, which I think looks really nice. Then we also use some candles, but it's a pretty nice bedroom overall. I would be happy to have this, especially in survival, but I'd never build this because I just build technical monstrosities. Alright, I really have no idea what this is, but I really liked the block combinations here. So obviously all of the... God, these goats are so goddamn loud. Obviously all of the copper variations are supposed to go together, so it looks quite nice. Holy shit. But we're also using beans here, the different raw ores. I think this adds for like a super cool overgrown sewery feel. You have the pipes with the water flowing down. Not really sure what the lightning rods are doing, but I thought they added something. Also using granite and the acacia wood to sort of add some texture to this area. Just sort of overgrown sewer. And that feeling is also added by the kelp blocks as well. Do with the scene what you want. I'm not quite sure what it is. Actually, it looks pretty neat at night too because of those glow lichen. Yeah, pretty interesting scene right here. He's stumbling across in the sewers maybe. I don't know. This could fit into quite a few builds, I think, though. God, those goats. All right, the final scene here. Is that okay? The rest of the goats I think have jumped off. Oh no, they're taking damage in the powdered snow. Okay, anyway, I'm using the powdered snow and the new calcite block to sort of make this interesting mountainy looking or mountain cave looking thing. We're also using different textures here with the diorite and the andesite, sort of adding some variation to our little mountain cave. And these were my attempt at ice crystals as well. I think this sets quite a nice scene. And maybe we'll see this more, especially when the second half of the update drops, sort of this sort of palette variation. This calcite, this is going to be a very used block, I anticipate. But we also got to use the little goat here, which is quite nice. So yeah, that's that scene. Not a lot to talk about, to be honest. Alrighty, thank you for watching this little build video here. Look at the axolotl. I normally don't do build videos, more just redstone-y things. But I was really excited to play around with some of the new textures and blocks that were added to 1.17. So if you did like it, make sure to like and subscribe and tell all of your friends as well. But seriously, thank you. And I'll see you in the next one. Oh my god, it's taking damage. Alright, well, that's devastating. Let's end the video.